Well, the final topic of the week is we're going full spoilers on Until Dawn. If you haven't seen it, put up a let's play of the end of the game, or at least my part of it. The cool thing about Until Dawn is that could be totally different than somebody else's ending under the game. So,
Yeah.
yeah, let's. Here we go. If you haven't played Until Dawn and you care about spoilers, then check out now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, and otherwise, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. So who lived?
Who lived? Blonde glasses dude, and the blonde chick. I think her name was either. I think it was. No, it wasn't Ashley. What was it?
The one who was in the towel for an hour?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the exact same ones that made it for mine.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Funny. Maybe it's.
But you said it can be different combinations, and they can all live, right?
If you look at the trophies, yes. Everybody. There's an ending where everybody lives. There's an ending where everybody dies. For sure. So if you haven't played Until Dawn and you're checking in on this right now, basically just set it up real quick. It's the classic horror movie Cabin in the Woods story. It's almost like a Telltale game or something like that, where it's not very action oriented what you're controlling. You kind of just walk through the environments and then make choices, some kind of A/B choices or whatnot, and then just kind of watch the story play out in front of you. But yeah, super gory. Tons of, I think I saw 3 decapitations. I saw people's faces ripped to pieces, things like that. You know,
Big head falling off walls.
yeah, super crazy as far as that goes. But so yeah, I don't know what do you think overall, like, or just individually, you know, what do you think about it?
I mean, I thought it was sweet. I mean, obviously, as far as, you know, we've said this before. I think we've talked about it before. As far as, you know, cheesy stories go, the way it started, at least, you
was
know,
bad.
Really bad. Yep. It's like you almost wanted to not play it just because of how bad it was. Because, you know, it's like every cheap ass fucking horror movie ever made. You know, it's a group of terrible actors
Right.
that get sent to a cabin in the woods, and like, and you know, most of them are trying to have sex, and they're playing with Ouija boards, and you know, everything that you would expect, the total cliche, like, and it didn't even seem good, like, you know, I mean, it was like they were intentionally making it bad to almost to a point. But
yeah, we didn't get to, because we weren't going spoilers. I didn't get to come right out and say it, but I like, me and the wife like watching scary movies together. So I asked her, I said, hey, do you want to come in and watch this? You know, you might want to check this one out. Everybody says it's really good and it's a horror game. And then we sat down, and yeah, within the first hour of it, I think the one guy says to the other that, why haven't you taken that girl to the bone zone yet?
yeah.
And then the 2 that are like going off to the side cabin to have sex, and how they talk about that is so bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Embarrassingly bad. Like, it almost made me want to stop. But then, like you say, you stick with it, and by the end of the movie, like, that dude was one of my favorite guys. Like, all the stuff that you saw him go through the night, and him trying to, like, help people and do the right thing and whatnot. Like, I don't know if you made friends with the wolves and whatnot, like I did.
Oh yeah, Wolfie.
Yeah, so that was awesome. Like, and I thought
that motherfucker killed him.
Yeah. I thought for sure that. Wait, your Wolfie died?
Yeah.
Really? My Wolfie
Yours
did not
didn't?
die.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Wolfie. Yeah, a guy was like standing down in a tunnel, and he's like, "Come on, Wolfie, jump!" And Wolfie's like, "Rrr." and then the monster was like, "Wah!" And then they showed like Wolfie hanging over the edge, dead. I was like, "Fuck!"
Wow.
Yeah.
No, they made it. Yeah. So you know, and then obviously you make different choices, make different people live or die in it. To me, the other thing is that, you know, if we're going full spoilers, the first half of it, you think you're in a slasher flick, and then it turns out that that was all a setup and a joke. And
Yeah.
then when the guy comes out and basically he set up some things that were meant to look like people were dying and didn't, himself included, and he's kind of losing it in the process because the sisters died before. But when you're like, hey, what, when the one guy Mike was saying, what did you do with my girlfriend, or she's messed up or she's dead or something, and he's like, what are you talking about? And then you realize
Yeah.
there's something more going on. The
Yeah.
Wendigos,
The Wendigos. Yeah.
right?
And then it turns out she actually lived and then gets fucking killed anyways a
Anyway,
half hour before dawn because she tries to make a run for it instead of hiding.
so mine I hid and she died.
Really?
Yes.
See, then I feel like it's inevitable. It's either everybody, nobody, or those two people. Because I was like, right after I decided to run, I was like, why the fuck am I running from a Wendigo? They can sense fucking movement. I should have just hid and stood still. And then he like ran up, grabbed her, and fucking ripped her jaw off.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, there were a few different deaths that I saw no way to avoid. There was that one. There was the crazy guy in the lake.
What if you had walked backwards instead of continuing to walk forward?
I don't know. I didn't think that was an option. I just knew once I was in the lake, I was dead.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
know that's
And then,
kind of how I felt too. And I guess if you would have went back, it would have been a dead end. So you would have had to have gone forward eventually.
yeah, and then the black guy who got the hook through his chin. I saw
Yeah,
no way to avoid that one
right.
either. So yeah, I need to watch some Let's Plays and stuff and see what what do you got to do to make people live.
Yeah. So
But
how did the one chick that I shot through the eyeball die for you?
she was in the house and when the shit went down at the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So was Ashley. Like somehow the chick with the knitted hat. Like she wasn't even part of like the whole thing. It was like me standing there with Mike, and then it was like save Mike or
Or
run for the
run.
switch.
Right.
And I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna save Mike?
Right.
Gotta go hit that switch.
Right. So
And then
it's funny. So the girl with the knitted hat, before, I was in a scene where I was like, I was trying to help the other girl from the beginning of the game, and she heard her voice yelling when she was walking through the caves, and then it was like either investigate that or don't catch up with the group. So I went and investigated that, got my head torn off, and then
see what that's funny because I kind of cheated there, and I
yeah,
almost decided to do that because it was unintentional. But literally, I went to follow the voice. I went to open the door. I opened the door, and there's like those barrels sitting there. And then the fucking Wendigo jumped in my face, and then boom, PS4 too hot. And
funny,
literally with the Wendigo right in my face.
funny,
And then so I was like, okay, well, should I just do that? I mean, I know it's a Wendigo.
right?
So I just skipped by the door when I booted up my PS4, and
That's funny.
and then she died in the house.
Yeah. So anyway, her making that decision made it so when it was like help Mike or get out, I was like, I'm not going to help people anymore. That might make us both die if I go do
So
that.
that was my thought.
So
Yeah.
then it was just like, peace out, Mike. Flip the
Yeah.
switch, blow up the house. Sorry, Mike's inside.
And then it's like in the end, you weren't supposed to move,
Right,
like with her exit interview. And
right,
it's like, I thought help Mike meant like run over to Mike or something and try and fight the Wendigo. So
right.
like, I didn't realize all it meant was stand still until he does his next thing.
Sure, sure. Yeah. So, anyways, you can see, like, definitely by the end of it, we were kind of invested in it, and what happened with it and all. I also think the the Wendigos as monsters were cool.
Yeah,
In how they kind of basically when the miners that were trapped reverted to cannibalism, then that allowed
yeah,
the Wendigos to take over their bodies and whatnot.
right.
And And it was cool how once you burned them up, you could see the ghosts and stuff fly around, which is the
Yeah.
true Wendigo or whatever. Really cool. Like I definitely liked it.
What did you think about
Coming out of it.
the psychiatrist sections?
Oh, so okay. So first of all, it seems like he wasn't. He was just in that dude's head. He wasn't really there, and
Probably, yeah.
or it
Not
was like a
clear.
combination of he was there and was kind of not. But
Yeah.
so I could have done without him, but I didn't mind him. What was
Yeah.
awesome was that dude going nuts scene.
When he lost his mind, yeah, that was that was probably the coolest scene in it. That's what I was saying, like when he punches the pig head on the wall and his
Yes.
sisters and tearing her face off and stuff. Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah, like
And then you walk up on him and he's obviously just babbling to nothing. Like,
yes.
yeah.
That was great. I thought that was really good. When you look at depictions in movies or games of people tripping out, like usually it's just like cheesy looking fractals and stuff.
Right.
Like I thought what they did with that was awesome.
Yeah.
Really
Super
cool.
awesome. Yeah,
Yep.
that was probably one of my favorite parts of the game, for sure.
Yep. Yeah, totally. Not to plug it too much, but that part is in the Let's Play video. That one. If you play that video and if you just fast forward it until you see stuff that looks insane on the screen, you probably are at the right spot.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Totally.
But
So,
yeah, overall, it was an awesome game. Like, after finishing, that's what I'm saying. It was almost like intentional how cheesy they made it at the beginning. Like, it's almost like they wanted to do that just to make it seem like it was going to be your standard run of the mill cheesy shit, and then make you get into it, and and care about these characters, and I don't know. It was good. I mean,
I still
liked
wish that first hour was a little different. I hear what you're saying, but I feel like that would have taken the game from like I don't know a 8 to a 10.
Yeah.
If that part would have been good,
Right. Well, yeah. Yeah. Hard to tell. Yeah. Yeah. I'd give it an 8 though.
Yeah, me too. 8.
Yeah.
8.
8.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Yep. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Later.